Hello friends, how are you? Please subscribe my channel for daily new update. Chris McCausland has revealed he suffered a serious injury during his time on Strictly Come Dancing. The Liverpool comedian was the show's first ever blind contestant and made history when he won the show. The 47-year-old's inspiring journey alongside Diane Buswell captured the hearts of the nation, and the two have remained close friends, recently launching a podcast named Winning Isn't Everything. Chris has reflected on his Strictly experience for an episode of The Jonathan Ross Show, which will be broadcast on ITV this Saturday. In the episode, he opens up on the grueling training process to get into shape for the performances. He said, "You start like you're an athlete and you're not an athlete. It's 8 hours a day, 6 days a week, it's relentless. The first few weeks you pick up injuries that relate to the dance you're doing. The jive, you feel like you've been on a mule for a week. The first time you do a bit of ballroom, your knees take it because you're not used to it. It's amazing more people don't get injured permanently on that show." Explaining his worst injury during the process, Chris said, "Diane tried to do this move with me that she'd seen on TikTok. I had to pull her vertical body up straight and it literally ripped me apart from my left *** cheek to my right shoulder." Chris lifted the lid on his proud family's response in the episode as he said, "My wife and my daughter watched it at home. My daughter really got into it. She was so nervous, I think she fed off my anxiety. She was so nervous on the first episode that it wouldn't work or I'd make a fool of myself or fall over or something. When we did that first move where we danced off, she burst out crying and missed the whole thing." Chris defied expectations on his incredible journey, and he explained how he was overcome with emotion when he was announced as this season's winner with Diane. Chris explained, he said, "It was emotional, Jonathan, it was so emotional. Me and Diane were meant to link arms at the end of that and walk off. As we linked arms, she crumpled and then I crumpled and the two of us were in bits. It was a lot, you know." Although Chris' entry into talent shows couldn't have gone better, he ruled out taking on a similar challenge with dancing on ice. He added, "I said on Strictly that you're capable of more than people think, but I didn't really mean it. Even I've got a line, I would literally be in a double cast within an hour. I do not ice skate." Chris is currently on a huge tour of the country that extends until 2026. He explained whether his audiences have changed since appearing on Strictly. He said, "I think I was lucky enough to get enough of my daft sense of humor across in the show that I think they know what they're getting if they've only seen me on Strictly and they're coming along." The Echo was in attendance at Chris' homecoming show at the Philharmonic Hall. You can read our review here. The full interview with Chris can be viewed this Saturday when The Jonathan Ross Show is broadcast at 9:35 p.m. on ITV1, ITVX.